Hey, it's Sam here. This is my first ever vlog, so today I want to talk about fear. As you can tell, I'm a bit shaky in front of the camera. It's one of my biggest fears, and who else better to speak of this about than Turia Pitt?
Hi there, my name's Turia.
Probably getting blasted by your light.
So today, with my mate Sam, I'll be talking a bit about fear and how you can overcome it. Fear is really normal and really natural, and the way I describe it, you know how when you're watching a scary movie for the first time, you're really petrified, you can't get to sleep that night, and if you watch it maybe the third or the fifth time, the intensity of the film really diminishes. So imagine if you had a really scary movie and then you watched it 50 times and then 100 times and then 1,000 times. You wouldn't be as scared on the 1,000th time as you were on the first time. So that's the metaphor I guess I use when describing fear in normal and everyday situations. How to overcome it is just to consistently do what it is that you're afraid of and just keep doing it until the intensity dials down.
We've both currently just fallen in the river within the first 3 minutes of the hike. So, the reason why I haven't started this vlog until now is because I guess I've had the fear of what other people think about me. My self-conscious has sort of led me to not want to do it for that reason, and that's probably the biggest fear, I guess.
Yeah, like again, that's a pretty normal and valid fear. Like, we're social creatures, we're designed to want to fit in with the tribe or with the crowd, so that's part of our wiring. But you know, if you're self-conscious, I guess the thing is, like, most people don't actually care that much about you, and I'm not saying that to be hurtful or a dick, but like, most people are pretty self-absorbed, really busy with their own shit and what's going on in their own lives, and they're actually just thinking what everyone thinks about them.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. When you look at a group photo of yourself and all of your mates, who do you focus on?
Probably myself.
Yeah, you focus on yourself. You know? You're like, oh, I look good in that photo, I look shit, that's a bad photo, whatever. So I guess I went through the same thing when the time came for me to take off my mask. Like, I was petrified. I thought kids would point at me in the street and scream and run away. I felt like Freddy Krueger. I thought everyone was thinking, oh, I wonder what she looks like. Oh, she must look really fucked up. Like, she must look really bad. And I said that to my psychologist, and she was like, well, why don't you just try? She said, just take your mask off at home in front of family and friends and see what happens. And so I did that. I took my mask off. I think Briggs and Nicola were over. Neither one of them batted an eyelid. So I was like, okay, well, they don't care. So maybe if I go for a walk around the block, I'll see. Then I went for a walk around the block. Then I went for a walk around the neighbourhood. Then I went into town. Then I went to Woolworths. So it's not a giant cataclysmic step. You can just break it down and do it piecemeal.
Gotcha. I apologise for the heavy breathing.
That's okay. Not everyone's fit. That's okay.
Look at this hill.
If you want to stop at any time and rest those little legs, you just let me know. So you know how in the car park I liken fear to, you know, watching a horror movie over and over again, and then the intensity of the movie diminishes. So that's kind of the same methodology I used to overcome my fear of fire. So I used to be petrified of candles. I'd run into the other room, I'd ask whoever lit it to put it out, and then I thought it's not really like a practical way to keep on living, because fire, you know, candles, barbecues, pictures of fire on the TV, it's going to be all around us, and I can't go for the rest of my life just running away each time I see it. So I started off, I'd watch like National Geographic and see wildfires on the TV, and I could feel my body's physiological response. My heart rate would increase, my palms would get sweaty, I'd run out of breath. But the more times I did that, the more I got used to it, and then I moved on to candles. So a candle would be lit in the room and I'd be really scared, but I'd say to myself, you're okay, it's just a candle, and I'd stay in the room and I'd read a book. And so then from there I just built on to going to barbecues and things like that. So I really think you can become used to anything, no matter how afraid of it you are, if you just take the time to really build up a tolerance.
Yeah. And I guess that works for me. So I'm afraid to talk in front of the camera, but the more I do it, the more confident I'll be, and the better I'll get at it, I guess.
Can I ask you a question? Does this feel
Sure.
more natural than at the bottom?
Yes. So if you don't know Turia Pitt, Turia was caught in an ultra marathon race in the Australian outback about 8 years ago, and since then she's gone through hundreds of surgeries and overcome so much adversity, and just brought so much inspiration to other people's lives. So it's such an honour to have her as a good friend and inspiration on a weekly basis. If you haven't heard her story, I'd say go check it out. She's so inspiring to others, and yeah, she really gets me pumped. Yeah. So if you're wondering where we are, we're climbing Byenji Walls, which is located in the Morton National Park, which is on the south coast of New South Wales, and it is pretty bloody stunning. What do you reckon, Pitty?
It's more inspiring.
Just like you.
Well, Matt, I think I'm more inspiring than more inspiring, but rightio.
So this is what we're dealing with at the moment. A couple of rope climbs down there, and then we've got another one just here. Trey's pretty pumped on it.
Can't wait, man.
And just have a look how
I don't know why Sammy thought this would be a good idea for me to come out here. It'll be a great time.
you can do it. Just do it.
Wait, next
It's pretty vert. It's
I like
it is
it,
challenging.
though. I'm all about it.
Do you like a challenge, Treya?
Yeah, not really, so I can't. I don't understand how I'm supposed to use that rope.
Let's do it. So we're at the top. It got pretty sketchy in parts. I had to put the camera away, use both hands.
You talk.
Yeah, you talk.
Well, I'm really proud of myself because I've never done like hectic rock climbing like that, and like there was this squeeze that I had to go through, and then there was like this chute that I had to go up, and I really wanted to turn around, but I couldn't because like Sam was behind me. But yeah, I'm proud of myself.
You. So we're at the top. Much of review. Bit of rain, bit of mist. Good times. Turia's found a little. Is there room for two or? Okay. End of the day, big hike, very sweaty, wet from the rain, but had a good time. What I wanted to touch on was at the start of the day, I've been keeping this monkey on my back, I guess, to not speak in front of the camera, but now that I've done it a few times throughout the day, I feel a lot more confident, and I'm looking forward to making more content on this channel. So if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to. I hope to bring some tutorials and more vlogs like this, and yeah, have a good day. Peace.